All right, guys. This is Ryan Dunston. This is the Ryan Dunston podcast, where it's from a humble king. We are back for part 2. We have Nicole and Cabri in back in to explain what we have been trying to get them to. They're changing, right? But this is Natural and Naked.
Yes.
Their podcast where you can have this. It really is a space where you can come in and be vulnerable and be broken. And kind of get through what you're getting through. What they say, wade in the water. Like that's exactly what that is. You're gonna come in there and you're gonna hear some hard stuff. It's gonna hit you in your head, but you gotta react to it the right way. So Nicole, we were just asking you, how do you react to your husband's change, and how does that change you?
Can you be more specific? How does that change me?
I can't. Okay.
What do you mean? How does that change me?
Yeah, how does it change you? Because you know your husband changes. You know your husband goes through certain things, right? And I can't say specifically what those things are, but I want to know how you approach his changes, his cycles, his healings. Mm-hmm. How do you change in those? Because I know that when my wife goes through something, there's some things in me that is going on that I know I need to alter in order to be able to accommodate whatever she's going through.
Right.
How do you do that?
Patience, one. But first, I think we got to identify that both parties are adapting and growing. We're both working. So I don't want it to be as if, oh, he's going through everything that he's going through and I'm just, so we're both on that stage. So the things that I'm doing to change.
Which is?
For me?
Yes. You thought we
was
was finished
patience,
great.
That's what I said. It's patience.
Patience is a process.
No, it is a process.
Yes.
But it first you gotta want it. Yeah. I think a lot of times as women or the relationships that we're in, we expect for them to go a certain way. We expect certain things, and with those expectations, it's not realistic. So I think that one, we it's patient.
Bingo. Okay. So you mean to tell me most women, because what you're going through, you're not the only one.
Right.
So I know for a fact you're not the only one. There's too many women in this world for you to be the only one going through what you're going through. So you just said something monumental to me. If you don't mind, can you repeat it? Come on with it.
The not realistic part?
It's not.
Okay.
It's not realistic. Listen, this world, the way you see it, how you see the relationship going, right? It's never going to be the way you want it to be, right? And I think that I was able to join you guys' show, and I told you have to let go of how you think it should be done. Right. You just said I have to be realistic in the manner in which I approach this, because sometimes the way I approach it isn't realistic.
Right.
What isn't realistic?
Well, how we think it should go. So, for instance,
right,
I may think that going back to the communication thing, because I'm your wife, that's it. If I say what's wrong, you should be telling me that.
And is that a sense of entitlement?
It's a sense of entitlement.
Is it really?
Yeah.
And you commented on it earlier. You commented on it earlier. You said, "I am here for you.
Yes.
I am your person."
No, I
and
said as opposed to doing that, this is the alternative.
But you're going to feel away.
But I didn't.
Initially, your first emotion was to feel away.
In learning who this person
So let's talk. So let's speak from that.
And learning
before you learn, right? That first reaction. So let's talk about to the women who are not where we are. Because I still got a ways to go.
Yeah. So our healing is not.
When you start,
it is a journey.
Right. So when you start from that,
keep going to the next
so when you start from that beginning, you're giving this person your natural reaction. You're giving the attitude. You're giving but it's me. I'm entitled.
But
that's what that is.
It's safe to say, though, Nicole, you know me. This is 25 years of friendship. Nicole knows that I'm an empath.
Right.
So before I catch an attitude, I am going to want to help you through it. It doesn't matter what it is.
So when he says,
it's not my first.
Well, it don't have to be angry.
It's not. It doesn't.
Maybe there's some frustration there.
Right.
Maybe
so
not
when
anger.
he says, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Let me be. And you don't hear from him for 2 days.
Oh, no. No.
Right? There's a reason. There's a reason
behind
the quietness.
There's
a reason behind the quietness,
so
right?
Yes, while there is a reason behind the quietness, and you can okay her all you want to, you can do that. There is still a level of consideration.
This is great.
There is still a level of consideration that has to be given to your person. And when that consideration is not given, right? When you are just taking it upon yourself to just completely shut out the world or your circle before you learn how to deal with this person or before you know what their process looks like, that is where, one can be like,
yeah, but I think, I think the issue is with us.
I feel like
because
enjoying this.
I am because most women.
Because we are dealing with so many different aspects of life.
Mm-hmm.
If I shut down from you and you don't hear from me for 2 days, I don't need to hear. There's a reason why. So there's something that's going on. There's depression. There's issues from childhood. There's anger, like the things that Ryan said he's been through. There's a reason behind it, right? You can't reach a person all the time when they're going through things. And a lot of us are not good with communication. So in order for me to be there for you, the only thing I'm going to do is you're going to hear from me, but you're going to hear from me and I'm going to be intentional with my words. I haven't heard from you in 2 days. I know that you're going through a lot, but just remember that I'm here. Now, husband, that might be a lot, right? Because I see you upset. I see you mad. I see you distancing yourself, right? So I'm going to reassure you.
That's tangible evidence, Cabri. It's tangible evidence.
But
listen, what we're doing. Listen, whoa. Because wait, before you say anything, what we are doing in reality is true, very real, and how you feel about it. Letting go of how you feel about it is very monumental because it doesn't matter how you feel about it. We are doing what we're doing in real life.
This is real life.
Because of what we feel.
Listen.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I don't like this being directly in my face, by the way. I don't like it.
It's not like that. Just keep going.
I am an ever-changing woman, right? And I am surrounded by women who are married. Mm-hmm. Okay? Nicole can vouch for me with this. There was a situation that happened, and I said, Nicole, I want to speak in a manner where this person hears me versus me just saying words and it falling on deaf ears or whatever the case, or he feels like I'm attacking him or something like that, right? Whatever the case was.
Only if he doesn't react in the manner in which you think he should. Like Nicole said, you should tell me because I'm your wife. Wait a minute.
Right, but I've
never had a wife, so I don't know how to let you.
That's not the approach that I wanted to take.
Yeah, but reality took you there though.
It didn't, because my first thing was to call her and say, hey, listen, I'm trying to do things a little bit differently here. And before I respond or react to this situation or this person, this is how I'm feeling. Can you help me articulate it in a manner in which it is still going to be heard versus this person feeling like I'm attacking them or they're feeling my anger? I don't want them to feel that. I want them to feel my softness and my understanding right now.
But I can't feel your softness through your frustration if I don't react in a manner.
She's saying that she wasn't frustrated in that moment.
Yeah.
But we're gonna make you frustrated because we withdraw. We're never gonna do what you think is gonna happen.
Already withdrew. So for her to respond to that withdrawal, she didn't want to get angry.
Yeah, I didn't want to do that.
She reached out to say, what can I say so that he sees that I'm still here, and eventually he'll
feel safe enough.
He'll respond.
Yeah.
So I said, told her what I felt like she should have said, and
took
he responded.
7 minutes for a response.
He responded.
Well, okay.
But look, hold on, what I did want to say, because I don't want people sitting up here thinking that, oh, this is just a complicated thing. I do believe that as adults, we do have to have accountability.
Mm-hmm.
So when these times die down and you're in the space to communicate, right?
Mm-hmm.
To have understanding, that's when you identify, this makes me feel this way when you do this. Like, let me, like, being able to communicate, like, so when you do have that moment, that has to be in your mind. Like, I remember her saying that she doesn't, when we were cool, she doesn't like that I respond this way. So let me be more intentional. Babe, I'm having a moment. Give me a day. That's all I need. And let me process.
Right.
I'm here. So that's still, you still got to work on that communication piece. I'm not saying, yeah, just let them go ahead and do whatever. In that moment, they just need something different from you in that moment. But when we're in a space where we can communicate, then you're going to, not in a bad way, but you're going to hear, this is what I need from you. This is how I communicate. I don't respond well to this. So how does that make you feel? And identify how that makes me feel so we can be in a better space of communicating.
And that alone, Nicole, sparks a level of healing that I think creates a foundation that can't be broken.
Right.
I believe in that. I love the way you approach that, and you had to change in order to become that. So kudos to you for being able to provide that space, but then also to allow him to do his thing, roam around in the space you provided. That's very important, Queen. It's very important for you to allow your king to roam around in the space that you provided. So that's dope. We're getting ready to wrap up, man. This is the Ryan Dunston podcast. We have Cabri and Nicole. Thank you guys for joining us. This is Natural and Naked.
There you go. Good job.
They are so dope in providing a space to be broken and talk about some of the healing that needs to transpire in our communities. Please tell them, guys. We actually will, but tell them real quick. We got about a minute. Tell them how they can get in contact with you guys and tune into what you guys are doing real quick.
You can find us on all social media platforms. Facebook, just look up Natural and Naked. Instagram, natural_naked_. And of course, our personal profiles. Mine is Shaylo Love, SHALOELUV, and Cabri.
Mine is _lovely Bree on Instagram, and if you search my first name, Cabri, CABRE, on Facebook, it's probably the only one there.
Right up.
It's gonna pop right up. I'm a short bald head woman.
Well, I definitely thank you guys for joining us. This is Ryan Dunston, the Ryan Dunston podcast. Words from a humble king. We will see you guys next week. Thanks.
So they only let you do increments of 20.